Chapter 38. Bearer of Bad News. Marcus spied Jordan talking to Brad at the back of the room. He scrambled to intercede, Monica following a short distance behind him. But the mass of people prevented them from reaching the pair before Brad had moved on. Jordan was unwittingly in Marcus's path of destruction. "What the fuck do you think you're doing?" Marcus jerked Jordan around by the shoulder. "How'd you get in here?"
"Hi, Marcus. Great to see you too. Cool costume."
"Answer me!" The storm inside Marcus was making landfall.
"It was easy. I used this phony press badge I created on my computer."
Jordan inspected the counterfeit credentials hanging around his neck.
"Then I walked through the front door like I own the goddamn place. It works every time."
"Brad is my boss. Do you understand that?"
"Monica?"
Jordan jeered at Marcus's companion. "Hi." Monica extended her hand. Jordan refused it.
"No offense, but you're dead to me. That said, you have no idea how badass you two look right now."
"You know, Jordan," Marcus moved between Monica and his friend, "you only seem to remember the parts of our agreement that benefit you. You said you'd respect my choice to join the cohort, but here you are, again, trying to sabotage it."
"I don't have to run everything I do in opposition to the Federation through you, bro," Jordan rebutted. "Who cares if I offended Brad? He should get thicker mutant alien skin. Did you see how patronizing he was? Something is about to happen, and he knows it. I feel it with every fiber of my existence."
"That's all it is!" Marcus shouted. Some members of the press had turned to see what was happening. "He didn't need a live stream of this encounter showing up on TMZ," Marcus thought, pausing to collect himself. "That's all it ever is. A nebulous feeling, unprovable, untestable, flying in the face of reason and mountains of other evidence. You never learned to control your feelings, so now they control you.
Why don't you trust my intuition about the Federation? Go home." "No, I want to know. Why don't you trust my intuition? When I tell you what I'm feeling, you smile and nod, but deep down you don't believe me, do you? You never have. Is it me you don't trust, or intuition is a source of truth, or both?"
"Let's not do this. Not in front of everyone."
"Do you think I give a shit what these strangers think? I'm talking about your faith in me."
Jordan placed one hand over his heart.
"Do you really believe I'm fabricating these feelings? Because they're as real as if someone was digging their nails into my flesh, trying to warn me that we're in danger."
Marcus had heartburn from all the frustration he'd suppressed.
"Socrates, the Greek philosopher, your very own father revered," Jordan continued, "said a little god sat on his shoulder and told him what to do. Isaac Newton, the mad alchemist who said he could feel how the universe worked and invented calculus to prove it, was also a self-proclaimed intuitive. And what about science fiction?"
"You're all over the place," Marcus huffed.
"Sci-fi authors are modern-day prophets. It's insane, all of the things they predicted: rockets, satellites, atomic bombs, tanks, cloning."
"Coincidence," Marcus dismissed.
"There's no such thing as coincidence," Jordan shot back. "You seriously think it was random chance all those people were right? That Newton guessed when he created calculus? Or is the logical explanation that they tapped into something you don't understand? Something that let them see beyond the horizon? Because most of those same people also warned us about a judgment day, about a force that'd destroy us like the Federation. The end is upon us right now."
Marcus rubbed his masked eyes with his left hand. "This isn't the first time you felt something that didn't come true."
"Yet,"
Jordan interjected. "Enough with that!" Marcus snapped. Monica stroked Marcus's arm to calm him.
"I know you think I'm crazy, dude," Jordan agonized. "But that's what people say about someone bearing bad news. Doesn't all of this feel familiar to you? Why can't you believe that it feels familiar to me? Why would I lie to you? What do I gain by always living in fear? It's not like I want to be this way."
Marcus withheld words of comfort. Jordan stroked his beard.
"Srinivasa Ramanujan."
Monica waded in. "What does that mean?"
"The best example I can give you is Srinivasa Ramanujan." Jordan spoke with a rapid rhythm. "He was a math genius 100 years ago. He moved from India to Cambridge to study."
The reference wasn't landing, so Jordan turned to pop culture, adding,
"He was a real-life Goodwill Hunting."
"Matt Damon?" Monica mouthed.
Ramanujan is a perfect example of intuitive power, Jordan boomed. He didn't write proofs like other mathematicians. He jotted down solutions, then explained how they functioned. When people asked him how he could pull this off, he said his family's goddess gave him all the ideas. He was on his deathbed when he got a final function from her. It explains how black holes work. Black holes! You seriously believe that's a cosmic coincidence?
Too bad the Fields Medal isn't posthumous, Marcus mocked.
Listen to yourself. Put it in context. No one really knew what black holes were back then. It took 100 years and supercomputers to prove he was right. This wasn't gibberish coming from a crazy person. He was one of the most naturally gifted mathematicians ever. The logical explanation is that he was truthful about the source of his intuition. Don't be blind to what you can't see.
How'd he die? Asked Monica.
A mystery illness. Jordan launched into his final defense. I'm telling you, Marcus. I'm one of them. One of these people who hears a voice no one can explain. It's not like a Hindu goddess or a little Greek guy on my shoulder. It's the T-Rex from Jurassic Park roaring inches from my face, saying the Federation's next announcement will be a full-blown declaration of war.
Marcus stood like he was made of stone.
No one saves us but ourselves. No one can, and no one may. We ourselves must walk the path.
That's familiar, Monica said. Is it a quote?
Yes. It was the Buddha, another person who could clearly see the future for what it is. Thanks for listening with an open mind and heart.
Jordan sulked away. Is Brad coming to get us? Asked Marcus. I'm not sure. Should we head to the lab then? Monica propositioned him. Can we talk first? Sure. Marcus sat across from her at an empty press table. Do you believe Jordan? Marcus let a laugh of discomfort slip. About which parts? That the Federation wants to hurt us? No. Why are you so confident? Jordan is like Chicken Little, always screaming about how the sky is falling even though the world is still here when he wakes up. When one prediction fails, he moves on to another. It's been like this for as long as I've known him, and none of his other premonitions ever came true. Why would this one about the Federation be any different? When he brought up crop circles with Brad, I had to bite my tongue to keep from laughing out loud. Why? Because all through high school, Jordan was convinced he could decode messages in crop circles that warned about a hostile invasion by bearers of false gifts and broken promises, which would result in pain and suffering, blah, blah, blah. Couldn't that be the Federation? Monica whispered. Are you suffering? Marcus smiled. I'm not. Do you think he made up the messages? Who knows? I don't have the skills or time to confirm most of what he says. It's not about any one comment or claim, it's about the number of times he's said these types of things. And it's still going on. Earlier this summer at his global summit, he claimed Hecate is a hologram because a bunch of conspirators from his Lyceum tried to bounce homemade laser rangefinders off it and nothing came back to Earth. Never mind that Hecate creates regular eclipses everyone can see. Still, Jordan interpreted the absence of evidence as proof for his theory, even if there's an easier explanation. Like they have no idea what they're doing and their gear is probably inadequate for the job. Most of his claims don't even involve physical evidence like the Hecate one. They're based on feelings. He's convinced the Federation is watching all of us every minute of every day, gathering data to destroy us. When I ask him how he knows this is true, he says he can feel it. Honestly, I've wondered if I'm being watched. Marcus chose his next words tactfully. Feeling like you're being observed is common. It's called Truman Show syndrome, and it was a well-known phenomenon long before the Federation arrived. I can feel when other people are watching me, Monica explained. As an empathic person, I relate with Jordan's appeal to intuition as a source of truth. We're divine beings, Marcus. We have more abilities than we understand. In New Age circles, there's a common saying. We're not humans having a spiritual experience. We're spiritual beings having a human experience. I think that's true. Intuition is one of our greatest gifts. Do you think Jordan is automatically wrong for basing beliefs on his gut? I don't know. Marcus shifted in his seat. But all of his theories are built on one critical assumption, that the Federation wants to hurt us. And you don't agree with that? Do you? Marcus challenged. The Federation has never destroyed a city, or burned crops, or murdered entire populations like a conquering force. Instead, they're helping us prepare to face an enemy that actually wants to do all of those things. Unless you count North Korea. I'm so sick of hearing about North Korea. Do you trust the Federation? Monica asked. With my life. Me too. We'd probably know better than anyone else, don't you think? Absolutely. Can I ask you something else? Sure. Marcus leaned into the table. Promise to be honest? Marcus's gut told him this was a trap. Okay. What did you think about as you fell asleep last night? Marcus erupted from his chair, surprising both of them with his instinctual reaction. Monica caught him by the arm as he lurched toward the door. Marcus, stop! Please, stop! What? Marcus barked. I'm sorry I can't turn this off like you can. I've never had to deal with these feelings. I'm sorry about last night. I'm sorry for withholding the truth and for the choices I made. I'm also sorry this is making you unhappy. That's the last thing I wanted. What do you want to hear, Monica? What you thought about as you fell asleep? Marcus swallowed hard. About you. And I was thinking about you too. So why are we both so miserable right now? I want us to be together. I can't deny my feelings forever. That'd be a fate too brutal to bear. Marcus stepped back. What do you get out of this situation? You put color into a black and white world for me. I feel alive when I'm with you, and your touch gets me high, like whiskey in my veins. What if I need more than that? What else is there? Monica scoffed. A family. Right. I told you at Nerio how important family is to me. I want someone who wants to build a family. And because I can't have kids like Diana, you're ready to move on? Monica fumed. That is not what I was going to say. This has nothing to do with Diana or your ability to have children. I don't care about blood. I want a family whatever form it takes. I'm hesitant because I don't understand your emotional availability. My availability? Monica's jaw dropped. How does Benedict fit into your vision of our relationship? Monica was on her heels. I can't cut him out of my life if that's what you mean. Techmart depends on me. That is such a lie! Marcus lost control of himself again. All your comments about how Diana was abusive make sense now. You were projecting your own situation. You're the one being exploited. Benedict has you convinced your tech is his, but without you, his monopoly would fall apart. How can you not see this? I don't need your psychoanalysis, Marcus. So don't flatter yourself, and don't you dare make my life out to be the problem when you aren't man enough to take what I'm offering. Monica pushed her body against his. Their exos masked nothing. We can't be together if Benedict is lingering in the background. You'll have to make a choice. If you're really concerned about Techmart, then I'll replace your supply. You can be free of him forever. No! Monica recoiled. Then there's no future for us. It can't end like this. Not again. Not again? I told you that I felt something familiar with you the first time we danced. I was right. Right how? That I've known you in past lives. After that night, I stalked you online. It wasn't hard because I knew Anthony was your brother. The next morning, I went to see Geraldine and we did past life regression work. I've done it dozens of times since then. In every life I explore, you're there. We're twin flames. We've been connected in every life we've ever lived for literally thousands of lifetimes. And we never get it right. Never. Something always comes between us, always keeps us apart because we're more powerful together than alone. I told you in my grotto that you're destined for greatness, but you can't do it without me. We need each other. This is a test. One we failed every time. Don't leave. Not again. Marcus was frozen with fear. Monica put both hands on Marcus's chest. Do you love me? Yes, Marcus admitted. We can be together. Do you understand that? We can succeed in this life and face our destiny together. It isn't the best way, but it is a way. Marcus forced his next words. I can't live a lie with you. There's nothing in it for either of us. He couldn't see Monica's tears through the exo, but could hear them in her voice. If you loved me, you'd stay. And if you loved me, Marcus kissed her forehead. You wouldn't ask me to live like this, Carissima. Monica seized Marcus's hand, but he gently slid it loose and walked away. The sky matched the turbulence of Marcus's inner voice as he headed to the lab. The PSA screen displayed a severe weather advisory, warning everyone to seek shelter. But Marcus didn't care. The familiar stir of self-destruction rose in his heart as he shuffled across campus, saddled by sorrow like a pair of concrete anchors around his ankles. The downpour started at the same moment the gravity of his situation set in. The thought of losing Monica turned the imaginary knife in his belly again. But she'd made her choice, and he couldn't see any other solution. This wasn't a problem he could solve on his own, Marcus thought. He needed brotherly wisdom, and he knew exactly where to find Anthony. He swapped the EXO for his clothes at Carlson Hall, then jumped on the light rail and headed for Nerio.